Number one, I need you to answer this question in your feed. I'm intrigued by it. You said, is this the year that Tom Brady falls off? And wow, I'm just wondering how you got there. I'm wondering why you think that, because I'm kind of with you, but I want to know what your process is on this.
Well, look, for me, Michael, everyone has been talking for what, the last 3, 4, 5 years that this is going to be the year that Tom Brady falls off, right? And he has proven everyone wrong. And what's different this year for me is what I have learned about professional athletes that I have been around is the first time they start talking about retirement, their mind is already someplace else, that they are not as 100% committed as they had been previously. Tom not only talked about retirement, he did retire. So from my standpoint, for him to now come back, and now we look at what's happening with the Bucs in terms of the personnel around him, when we look at the injuries that they've had on the interior of that offensive line, the people that they have lost to free agency or retirement, and even some of the little injuries they've had at the receiver position, knowing that Mike Evans has missed some time, although it's nothing serious, and Godwin is coming back off injury. I just think when you start putting that all together with a player who not only talked about retirement, but did retire, to me, I think this is the year that we see the decline. And I'm not saying that this is going to be a precipitous fall off of a cliff. Okay. Where
what's that look like? What's that decline look like?
I think they're going to struggle to make the playoffs. I really do.
Whoa.
And I feel bad about that because I'm
in that division.
I'm going to tell you this. The Saints are better. The Saints will win that division in my mind. The Saints will win that division. The Saints quietly, if you want to say quietly, will make a legitimate run at a Super Bowl. Now, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara early in the year in terms of him possibly facing a suspension. But defensively, they have been strong now for several years. Offensively, Jameis Winston was playing at a very high level last year before he got hurt, and that was with no weapons on the perimeter. Now you bring back Michael Thomas, and I think people, because he was away last year, I think have forgotten just how good he is. And then you add a Jarvis Landry, and then you go out and get a Chris Olave who can take the top off to go with a Kamara and an Ingram and a defense like that. I think the Saints are one of those teams that by the end of the year should be in a position to make a run at a title.
So on Brady, this is why I like where you're going with it. I think with Brady, when he left New England, it's almost like what you fear, parents out there. I hate to hit so close to home, but parents who have run a tight ship for many years, and then your kid goes off to the real HU, and they're 500 miles away, 1,000 miles away, and it's on. Okay, all right. Mom and dad not around anymore. I'm about to get loose. And that's what Tom Brady, with New England, see, like the things he's doing right now with Tampa, like even if, like let's just pretend that he retired in New England for 40 days, then he came back and he went to Bill Belichick and was like, hey Bill, when I retired, I had this thing with Giselle. It's already been planned, so I'm going to need to miss a week and a half of training camp. Belichick be like, the hell you will.
Exactly.
No. So, like, all the things that he has been able to do in Tampa, whether it's putting his fingerprints even more so on the offense, coaching, as Bruce Arians said after they won the Super Bowl, hey, Tom Brady did a lot of coaching this year. Okay, all that kind of stuff he couldn't do in New England. So I think every step of the way now, Tom Brady going forward, if he makes it to 50, 47, or this is his last year, everything he does, Trotter, I think is just his way of saying, how much can I push this and still be a great player? And give him credit. Not like he was able to do it about 5 years ago. Remember the whole Tom versus time thing? He did that. He was upset with Belichick. He's like, I'm not coming to OTAs. And that was so out of character for him because he was always that guy. He said, I'm not coming to OTAs, but I'll be there during the season. He was great. He didn't go to OTAs. He was great. They got to the Super Bowl. So I think he says to himself, I can still do all this stuff. I know enough. I've been around long enough. I can do all of these things a little differently and still be a great quarterback.
Look, he's going to be a great quarter. He is a great quarter. He's the greatest of all time. And coming from me, that says a lot because you have to remember, I'm a San Francisco native. And forever, you could not tell me there was a better quarterback than Joe Montana. I mean,
I'm with you. I was just like that. That was my
Brady,
poster on the bedroom wall. Joe Montana.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the greatest of all time, without question, at that position is Tom Brady. But I just think there are too many factors now that weren't there in the past, and particularly in terms of focus. And from that standpoint, that's why I say it's going to be difficult. And the other thing I'll say to you on this, Michael, is opponents out there know that this potentially is his last year, that he has the Fox deal waiting for him when he steps away. And players that I have talked to thus far in camp, when asking them about potentially facing Brady in the final year of his illustrious career, is there added motivation? Is there a heightened sense of urgency? Is it different from just any other game during the week? And pretty much to a man, they have said, yes, it is different. Yes, there is more motivation. And yes, you want to have that performance against the greatest of all time.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.